Man, oh man, it's been a tough 2 years for me as a Detroit Lions fan. And I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same. We have been a great team, but falling short of our ultimate goal and being a half away from our first ever Super Bowl. But you know what July means? July means that football is right around the corner. And for the Detroit Lions this year in 2025, it means that football is back. That's right. The last day of the month, we are officially now in a month where there's Lions football until February. You see what I did there? Until at least February, man, because look, I want to say it. We going all the way. If we were to get this guy here, we would definitely go all the way. That's just my honest opinion. But yes, football is back this month with the Lions taking on the Chargers at the Hall of Fame game, the first ever one that I can remember. And I'm excited because that means you blink and we'll be back to Lions football. Don't forget, training camp starts 2 days before that, or 3 days before that, July 28th. I think it starts at Allen Park. Yes, it's all at Allen Park. So, yep, we'll be there on the 28th. But we talked about TJ Watt and how the Pittsburgh Steelers are probably going to keep him. And don't come at me, y'all. We in July. Ain't nothing happening in July. The beat writers are on vacation. Netflix premieres Quarterback Season 2. It ain't nothing happening, all right? So everybody's pretty much talking about the same thing, hyperbolic trades or, outlandish stuff. That's where we are. Stuff, we've seen stranger things happen. Who would have ever thought that the last day of June, forget that today, Darren Waller decided to come out of retirement and was traded to the Miami Dolphins. So anything is possible, anything at all, right? So I wanted to show you guys a trade proposal from SI.com. Those guys over there, Detroit Lions on SI, a trade proposal for TJ Watt. Now, I think that the Steelers are going to keep TJ Watt. I know that the Detroit Lions are in a sticky situation, and I said yesterday that that's not my concern. It's not. I'm a fan. I don't pretend to be anything else. My concern is watching this team, rooting for this team, paying ridiculous tickets amount, buying merchandise. That's what I'm here to do, and talk like a fan. I've never pretended to be anything else. I'm not a salary cap guy. That's not my concern. I'm not a draft scout. I'm not a draft expert. I'm a fan. I'm just a fan who sits in his basement talking about his favorite team, and sometimes I do it on the road as well. But I wanted to hear what you guys had to say. This is coming from SI.com. Christian Boer says, my best proposal for the Lions to acquire TJ Watt includes a 2026 second-round pick, a 2026 fourth-round pick, and a 2027 fifth-round pick in exchange for Watt. So that means that we would not get anything back but TJ Watt. We would have to give up 3 picks, 2 for this coming draft in 2026, and then 1 for the next draft in 2027. Could we possibly do that? How do you guys feel about doing that right now? But before we go any further, I had to find a site that I can rely on a little bit better. And this is coming from NFL Draft Buzz, because Tankathon sometimes is way off. This is the Detroit Lions' current draft order and draft picks, according to NFL Draft Buzz. They got us picking 27th, which means that we get eliminated in the divisional round. Then we have pick 59. Now, what you'll notice here is we have no third-round pick. We gave that up for Isaac Tesla. So now we go to the 4th round. So we got a 4th-round pick. We have a 5th-round pick. Then we have 2 6th-round picks and 2 7th-round picks. So you heard Christian say that we would give up our 2nd-round pick. Let me go back real quick. Give up a 2nd-round pick and a 4th-round pick. So that means that we would pick in the 1st round. We would not pick again until pick 166. So we would miss out. We would literally not pick round 2, 3, and 4 to acquire TJ Watt. How do you guys feel about that right now? I would not. And I understand, fans, because we don't have to worry about the team, we can propose some outlandish stuff, like stuff that the team actually has to worry about, right? So I'm not worried about the salary cap. My main concern is winning. That's what I'm here to do, right? I think YouTube has changed people, and you've got people that want to be analysts more than they want to be fans. I'm a fan, right? I am not an analyst. My main concern is winning by all means necessary. That's my main concern. So if the Detroit Lions were to do this, and just take Christian's proposal, we would pick in the first round. We would not have a second, third, or fourth round pick. We would not pick again basically until day 3. We would pick day 1 and day 3. Now, we know that Brad is not going to sit there. There's no way he sits with a 5th, 2-6, and 2-7. There's no way. But that's a draft that we could come out with 4 people. We could come out with 4 people, man. Now, let me ask you this. Would you take that? I would. Now, I understand that we got to pay TJ. That's the main concern. For me, I think the ideal fit was Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson lines up perfectly with the age, the contract, and all that stuff. I think he would line up perfectly. Him and TJ Watt are a very similar age. So I would take this because I think that we're at the point now that we could sacrifice a first-round pick. And if we don't have to, if it's not a first-round pick, which I wouldn't give for TJ Watt, there's nobody right now that I would give a first-round pick for. With Myles Garrett off the table, there's no one I would give a first-round pick for. But 3 picks. Now, what I would try to do is I would try to finesse something real quick. Let's go back to and see what Christian. So Christian said a second-round pick, a fourth-round pick, and a fifth-round pick in 2027. So here's what I would try to do. All right. I would do this. I would say, we would keep our 4th round pick in 2026. We would give you TJ Watt. We would need another pick back. And you know what I would add? I would give you the 2nd round pick from 2026. You could keep the 5th round pick for 27. You give me I don't know what the Pittsburgh Steelers picks are, but I would give you, instead of that 4th round pick, you know who I give you? Hendon Hooker. I give you Hendon Hooker. Think about this. I give you Hendon Hooker. You give me a pick back in TJ Watt. I give you a 2nd, Hendon Hooker, and the 5th. Because the Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't know if they have a quarterback. Let me see if I can pull up their well, I was going to say if I could pull up their roster. I don't know if they have a quarterback. And Aaron Rodgers, think about this. Aaron Rodgers, last year, you go over there, you have Hendon Hooker play under Aaron Rodgers. Maybe, just maybe, you could have the Pittsburgh Steelers seem like the type of crew that would allow Hendon to get a chance over there. So I would give you give us TJ Watt and a pick. I don't know what they have. You give us TJ Watt and a pick. I give you 2026 2nd, Hendon Hooker, and a 2027 5th round pick. I would do that. But you got to give us a pick back. You have to give us a pick back. So that's what I would do. Let me know if you like Christian's proposal. Let me know if you like my proposal. I don't know what the Pittsburgh Steelers have. Let me see if I can pull this up really quickly, because then that would probably go a little bit better. Let me see. Steelers 2026 picks. Because I would want the pick in 2026. All right, I can't see. 2026 updated. Because they traded Pickens away, but they traded for DK Metcalf. So I don't know what they have. But they could also get some compensatory picks. I don't know. But I would probably try to get a pick back. Hendon Hooker is a 3rd. You're not going to give a 3rd and get a 3rd. So I would say, okay, give me, you know what? If the Steelers have a 5th round pick in 2026, you give me a 5th rounder and TJ Watt. I give you a 2nd rounder, Hendon Hooker, and a 7th rounder in 2027. I'll do that. I'm sorry. Yeah, 5th rounder in 2027. So the only thing I would change from Christian is I would swap out the 4th round pick for Hendon Hooker, and I would keep everything the same. And from Pittsburgh side, I would need you to give me a 5th, no less than a 6th, and TJ Watt. But I want your pick for 2026. You can take Hendon Hooker in a 2nd for 2026, and then we can give you the 2027. Just play this back and listen to it then, and you'll get what I mean. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Wanted to let you guys know that the store is available. This is my favorite shirt. Believe it or not, well, not believe it or not, I did design this shirt. Inspired by the all grit shirt that Dan Campbell and Detroit Lions wear. This is the best-selling shirt so far on Lions Syndicate. The shop is now open. You guys can, if you spend $75 or more, you get free shipping. So consider making a purchase if you can. It'll be there. You know, I'm excited, man. It took a long time to get here. You guys have been asking for a long time. All you got to do is click any product in underneath, you can see a shop. It'll take you to the website. It'll take you to that product. So if you want to see all the products, just simply click on the icon at the top of the page and you can go to all products, man. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. As far as the Hall of Fame game, I'm actually planning to go to that. The last time I checked, the tickets were like $180, which is mind-blowing to me for a game that's outside in the month of July. But if it's not going to rain, you can usually see the weather 2 weeks out. So if it's not going to rain, I do intend to be there. So I will get my tickets in about 2 to 3 weeks or so. I just cannot do the rain. I don't, so we'll see then. But I have never been to a Hall of Fame game. I almost went last year, but it was like, I think the last 2 years, it's been raining ridiculously. And I think one of the games actually was canceled or something because it rained so much. So, I think I'm making a good decision. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Make sure you guys check out the shop, man. I'm pretty proud of the stuff. I got some new stuff launching probably next week. I'm just waiting to get it so I can approve the quality and stuff, and then it'll be up on the store. I think you guys are going to like it.